Welcome to Shadow Case Files. Tonight's mystery begins with a question no one could answer. I swear to you, I've watched that CCTV clip more than 1,000 times, and every single time, the same question hits me like a punch to the chest. How can a man walk into a hotel room and never come out? Because I was the one who checked him in. I was standing right there at the reception counter when he smiled, thanked me, took his keycard, and walked toward room 2805 for the final time in his life. The footage begins at 11:47 p.m. He steps out of the elevator, slightly tired but calm, carrying nothing except a small black duffel bag. He walks down the corridor, passes the fire exit, scratches his chin like something is bothering him, and then he stops right in front of room 2805. He looks directly at the peephole, like someone was already inside waiting for him. And then he unlocks the door and enters. 7 seconds later, the door shuts. That was it. The last moment anyone ever saw him alive. In the morning, housekeeping found the room empty. No luggage, no body, no signs of forced entry, no window open, no hidden door, nothing, and the worst part, the room was locked from the inside. Now let me rewind, because this story didn't start when that man disappeared. It started hours earlier, when he checked in under the name Mr. Kaleem Abbas, though I later learned his real name wasn't Kaleem at all. He walked into the lobby just past 10 p.m. I remember because the lobby lights flickered twice when the doors slid open, a small detail I noticed but ignored. We have a generator backup. Flickers aren't unusual, but something about him, I don't know how to explain it. He looked exhausted, like he hadn't slept in weeks. When he came to the counter, he didn't ask for a room. He whispered something instead. "Do you still have the upper floors open?" His voice was shaky, like he was forcing himself to stay steady. I nodded. "Yes, sir, plenty of rooms available." He hesitated. "The topmost one, please." Room 2805 was the very last one on the corridor, right beside the emergency staircase that no one ever used. Even I hated going there at night. The entire floor always felt colder than the rest of the building. I handed him his card. He stared at it like the number meant something important. Then he looked at me, actually, through me. "Whatever you hear tonight," he said softly, "don't come up there." Before I could ask what he meant, he grabbed his bag, turned around, and walked away. And that was the moment I should have called security. Something inside me whispered, he's running from something, or towards something he shouldn't be. Hours later, when the night shift got quiet and all guests were asleep, the elevator dinged on its own. Doors slid open, no one inside. I remember telling myself it was just a glitch. Elevators do that sometimes. But then the emergency staircase door alarm beeped from the top floor. I froze, because that door only opens if someone is trying to enter from the roof. And there was no access to the roof, at least not anymore. I called upstairs, no answer, checked cameras. Everything looked normal except one thing. The corridor leading to room 2805 was darker than usual. Our hallway lights never dim, but that night, every bulb looked like it was breathing. Bright, then dull, then bright again. Around 2:15 a.m., someone from that floor called the reception phone. The caller ID showed room 2805. My heart hammered. I answered, expecting him to complain, but the voice on the line wasn't his. It was a woman whispering. Not scared, not crying, just whispering like she was standing right beside me. "He shouldn't have come here." I froze. "Who is this?" I managed to ask. "You should stay away from this floor," she said. "It remembers people, and it keeps what it remembers." Before I could respond, the call cut. I stared at the phone for almost a minute, waiting for it to ring again. It didn't. Now you tell me, what would you have done at that moment? Go upstairs and check. Call the police. Pretend nothing happened. Because I swear, standing alone in that lobby with the lights flickering, that phone still warm in my hand, it felt like the hotel was alive and watching me decide. At 3:02 a.m., all the hallway cameras on the 28th floor went black simultaneously, except the one pointing at room 2805. In that single working feed, I could see the corridor stretching into darkness. The door of 2805 was slightly open. Moving, breathing, a shadow passed behind it, but no one came out. I went upstairs with security. I regret that decision to this day. When we reached the floor, the air felt different, heavy, like walking underwater. Every footstep echoed, even though the carpet should have muffled it. And the temperature, it was freezing. My breath fogged instantly. Room 2805 stood at the end, door shut tight, not open like on the feed. I knocked softly. "Mr. Kaleem, sir, are you all right?" No answer. Security knocked harder. Still nothing. We swiped the card. Red light. Swiped again. Red light. Swiped a third time. Green. The lock clicked. Security pushed the door open, and we all stepped inside. The room was dark but perfectly clean. Bed untouched. Table empty. Wardrobe opened. Nothing inside. Bathroom door open. Light off. Also empty. But the thing that made the hair on my neck stand wasn't the emptiness. It was the smell, like old rain on concrete mixed with metal. Blood, I'm not sure, but something wet. Something forgotten, and then we saw it. The duffel bag, the same one he carried, sitting on the chair. Unzipped, completely empty, but the CCTV showed he entered with it full. There was nowhere he could have gone. No second exit, no balcony, window sealed, vent too small for even a cat. We checked under the bed, behind curtains, inside every drawer, ceiling panels, nothing. We were about to leave when the bathroom light flicked on by itself. We spun around, no one inside. The mirror was fogged up, like someone had just taken a hot shower, but the room was freezing cold. And then slowly letters began forming on the mirror, not written by a finger, appearing like breath carving words into ice. "Don't look for me." Security panicked and radioed for backup. But before they could finish their call, the bathroom door slammed shut. Hard, we rushed to open it, but when we did, the mirror was clear. No words, no fog, no trace. We left that room in a hurry, sealing it until morning. At 7 a.m., when the day manager arrived, we showed him everything. He reviewed the CCTV and said the line I still can't get out of my head. "There's no woman's voice on the phone record. Room 2805 didn't place any calls last night." But I answered it. I insisted. He shook his head. "The phone in 2805 has been disconnected for months." We returned to check the hallway feed one last time, and that's when I saw it. The moment the door closed behind him on the CCTV, a second shadow followed him inside. A shadow that wasn't there in the frame a second earlier. A shadow that didn't walk, it glided. That room is permanently sealed now. But sometimes around 3 a.m., the elevator still goes up to the 28th floor on its own. And the emergency staircase alarm still beeps like someone is trying to come down. I don't tell guests the truth. I can't. No one would stay here. But every night, when I sit at the reception and stare at the cameras, I think about the last thing written on that mirror. "Don't look for me," and I wonder who was warning us, him, or the thing that took him. If you're still here listening, let me know what you think really happened in room 2805. Drop your theories in the comments, like the video, share it with anyone who loves mysteries, and subscribe for more chilling stories. I'll be here watching the cameras just in case room 2008. 105 decides to open again.